This episode of the Smash and Skull Sessions is sponsored by Dublin's legendary pub, the Foggy Jew. Located beside the historic Central Bank and Temple Bar, the Foggy Jew is steeped in music heritage and has a long-standing reputation for live music, the perfect home for great pints and supporting metal. Shout out to our other sponsor, Helio Gas Detection. Hey everyone, this is Letty from the Smash and Skull Sessions. I'm joined by Kyle from Bodysnatcher.
Hi, it's great to be here.
All the way from Florida. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. We're like a week into these shows, and they've been really great. They've been better than I thought they were going to do. It's our first time headlining in Europe and UK and Ireland and stuff, so I didn't know really what to think if people were going to show up and care, but it's been good. All the shows have been doing very well, so...
Awesome. So welcome to the podcast. To listeners who maybe haven't heard of you guys before, could you introduce yourself and your role in the band?
My name is Kyle. I sing for a band called Bodysnatcher. I would say it's like deathcore, heavier metalcore, very breakdown oriented, stuff like that. So I sing for the band. I've been in the band for 11, 12 years since the inception. So we tour quite frequently, and right now this is our I want to say like our fourth time over here on this side of the pond, but usually we tour like the States quite frequently, but we come over here as much as we can. So
awesome. And welcome to Ireland, of course. Have you had a chance to explore any of the sites since you've landed in?
A little bit. I went to Carhartt, work in progress, and I kind of walked around the city, but not too much. But I will say that this tour has been the most that I've gotten to explore, more so. Usually I'm like kind of on the bus because it's usually like really cold when we're here, so I'm like, it's not too fun to walk around. But right now it's not too bad outside, so I've been able to kind of walk around.
Yeah, we've had a nice sunny spell. I think we went 52 consecutive days of rain since 2026 had started.
That sounds awful. But yeah, no, I like to see the sights of Ireland and stuff. I got to walk around a little bit yesterday in Belfast a little bit, so more so than I have previously. So.
And how does the weather compare to nice and sunny Florida?
I mean, Florida is more like sunny, but like also we do get a lot of rain too as well, just because it's like a summer climate a lot. So like it's like rainy a lot of the times too, so like the overcast weather outside isn't really like super new.
Fair enough. And you guys are currently on tour with Ingested, Psycho Frame, and Big Ass Truck. How is the tour going?
It's been doing great. I think the turnouts for everything has been way better than, like I said, like we kind of expected. Like all the shows have been doing very good on pre-sale, and then like day of the show they're like very packed, so it's awesome. We've toured with Psycho Frame in the States before. Big Ass Trucks this is our first time meeting all those guys, but they're awesome. And Ingested we've toured with 3 times now, and usually they're the ones taking us out, but now they are playing with us as we headline, so it's pretty crazy to have the kind of trust that they have for us, so it's awesome.
That's awesome. With a name like just on the tour poster with Big Ass Truck, it's like that's got to draw in the eye anyway. Like.
Yeah, they're a fun band, so it's awesome.
I'm looking forward to seeing all 4 sets, so
yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it.
It'll be a good time.
And your new album, Hell Is Here, Hell Is Home, is out the 10th of April. How was the recording for it? I hope I got the name right.
Yeah, you did. It's awesome. We went with Will Putney, which he had done our EP Vile Conduct that we came out with like a year ago. And so we went back for a full length with him. The recording process was pretty straightforward. I mean, we basically just wanted to write an album that was just all the mean, angry parts, and we just did that for 10 songs, which is awesome. So I think that the album is going to be received well, hopefully. The singles have been doing pretty well. They're all just heavy. There's no real like filler songs, so I'm pretty excited for everybody to hear it.
I've listened to the album and it is a sucker punch of an album.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
It's very heavy and I really like it.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's probably the best material the band's put out so far, in my opinion. I think so. So I'm excited for everybody to hear the songs.
Awesome. And do you have a song that you cannot wait to play live off of it?
Ooh, definitely Survive or Die, the song with Scott Vogel from Terror. I think that's probably my favorite song on the record. So I'm excited to play that one live.
And how was working with Scott?
Oh, it's crazy. He's like a legendary guy. So like we had an idea that we wanted him to be on the song. And we've crossed paths with Terror before, but not like, we've only played like 2 shows with them before. And they've been like all pretty pleasant when we've met them. And our manager knows Scott, their singer, and we had approached him and we're like, hey, do you think we could get Scott Vogel on the song? And he reached out and he agreed. So it was pretty awesome. It was a good experience.
And did he come down to ye or did he send it over from his home studio?
He recorded it himself and then sent it over to Will, which is our producer. So it was pretty seamless, I would say.
Cool. And if you could collaborate with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, dang. I don't know.
And it doesn't have to be for Bodysnatcher.
I do know. Well, so we had this little tidbit of information. I think this has maybe been said in another interview, but I'm not sure. But we had that song Murder 8 on the last EP, and that was Jamie Josta from Hatebreed. And originally, the spot, we were trying to get Mean Pete from Remembering Never, and he ended up passing away from cancer probably about 2 years ago now. But we originally wanted Mean Pete on the song, but he passed away before that could happen. So that's probably who I would want on that song. But also Jamie Josta is crazy. Like having him from Hatebreed on the song is also pretty unbelievable. So I think that would probably be who I would want to collaborate with since he passed away, and that was my friend. So that would be pretty cool.
Fair enough. I saw Hatebreed for the first time last year when
they're amazing.
When they were with Killswitch.
Oh yeah, we've toured with them. We toured with them on the 20 Years of Perseverance tour in the States, and it was incredible. It was awesome. They're great.
Now they're a band that always seem like they're on tour.
Oh yeah, for sure. They come over to Europe quite frequently as well, I think.
I think the last time they came over, before last year, of course, I think it was like 2012 or something crazy.
Wow, that was a long time ago. Holy crap. Yeah, it seems as though they play a lot of the European festivals like Brutal Assault and Summer Breeze and stuff. So yeah, we would love to play more of those festivals. We played them last year, so we're headlining over here now to see if we can maybe get more of those offers to come back and play the festivals because they're fun.
They're 100% fun. Hatebreed, they always seem to be like a mainstay of, as you said, Brutal Assault and Bloodstock and all of that. Did you play Bloodstock last year?
I'm not sure if we played Bloodstock. I know we played Dynamo, we played Brutal Assault, Summer Breeze, we played a Switzerland festival. I think it was Rock on the Lakes, something like that. We played a lot. We played one in like Romania. We played, I think it was like 2 weeks of festivals. And when we were over here in between, we played club shows with our friends in Whitechapel and Distant as well. So those shows were really fun.
Anything at Whitechapel is fun.
Oh, they're great. They're amazing live too. Like they're just a band that you see play live, and you're like, wow, okay, that's why they're a legendary deathcore band. They're pretty hard to top.
Their last 6 albums have been amazing as well.
They're great. Yeah, we just did a tour in the U.S. with Whitechapel. It was Whitechapel, us with we were directly supporting with Angel Maker and Disembodied Tyrant, and that tour was amazing. So.
Awesome. And the band are from Melbourne in Florida?
Yeah. So it's quite a small town in Florida. It's like on the Space Coast side of Florida. So you would look at the central part of Florida and go to the east on the beach side. That's where we're located originally. I still live there. Everybody else in the band kind of doesn't live there anymore. Like, the only other member that lives in Florida right now is our guitar player. Kyle Carter lives in Sarasota, which is on the other end of Florida. And then our drummer just moved to North Carolina, and our bass player lives in Pennsylvania now. So we're kind of like scattered around, but I still live in Melbourne. So,
What's your favorite thing about Florida?
I love the weather. I don't know. I've lived there my whole life, so it's kind of hard to really like, I don't know, want to stray away and move away, far away. But I like the weather. My family's all there. I live an hour from Universal and like Disney and stuff, so like there's a lot of stuff to do. Beaches. So kind of hard to beat.
Fair enough. And what is the music scene like in Florida?
Oh, it's crazy. There's so many bands that are that come up from Orlando especially, but there's like, you know, a lot of bands from Tampa, a lot of bands from pretty much all over Florida. So it's like whether you're looking for like heavier bands or you're looking for like hardcore bands, there's like a pretty good grip of them in each scene, and they're constantly coming out and playing shows and stuff. So it's all the shows that I go to, which is not very often as much anymore because I'm kind of older now and I don't really like to leave my house. But for the most part, like every show is pretty poppin'. I see videos of everything and I'm like, wow, it's thriving pretty well. So
one of my favorite Florida bands, apart from you guys, of course, is Day to Remember from Ocala.
Yep, of course, classic. Yeah, they play usually like they'll play like the hard rock, or they'll play like a massive venue, but sometimes they'll play secret shows and they'll play like in a small venue. It's pretty crazy.
And it's probably all the old OG songs as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they play like a smaller, like 300 cap room and it'll sell out, but they'll play under a fake name and people will be like, who is this? And then it comes out, it's a Day to Remember, so it's pretty crazy.
Last time they came over, the first and only time I think, they played here.
Wow, in here.
They played Wheeland, yeah.
Wow.
2012.
Wow, that's the only time they've been to Ireland. Wow, that's crazy.
I could be wrong. Correct me on that in the comments.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, they're massive stadiums. And
it's hard to see a band that big playing somewhere that's like, I think 500, 600 capacity.
Sure, right? It's crazy because you would think that they're just so massive now that it's kind of impossible to even fit them in a room like this, but it's pretty it's cool when bands do that. I think that they're able to kind of go back to the roots and stuff. Like we did Christmas Burns Red, which is the August Burns Red festival. We played that last year, and we made like a short run of it as well. Like we routed back home from Pennsylvania and did like a week of shows, and those were all in like 300 cap rooms, and we did that on purpose because we were like, oh, well, we want to play smaller rooms because we don't ever do it anymore, because in the States we usually play like, you know, 800 cap to 1,000 plus, so it's like we don't ever play the smaller rooms anymore. So when we came over and we were routing down, we were like, yeah, we'll play some smaller shows, why not? So it was pretty fun.
And the smaller shows are sometimes wilder.
Oh, so crazy. They're all wilder because there's no like barricades and there's like no rules, so it's awesome. And that's kind of where we like thrived for a while, was like the smaller shows, because they were just all crazy and out of control.
What was the crazy thing that you saw on one of those shows?
I mean, just like people front flipping off stages and like crowd surfing that's crazy, and like super crazy hectic moshing. It's just like, it's my favorite. I probably couldn't tell you an exact moment, but definitely we played this record store and the Carolinas, and that was crazy because it was just like super sweaty and hot, and everybody was moshing crazy, and everybody was jumping off the speakers, and it was just fucking madness.
That sounds absolutely mad.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Reel from not Pierce the Veil, I Prevail.
Ah, yes.
And some guy jumped off the balcony into the crowd.
Yeah, pretty mad. I don't know if I would trust it personally, but it's pretty mad what people will do at shows.
It's probably a really cool 5 seconds though.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably great 5 seconds, especially if they catch you. If they don't catch you, I would be a little bit more afraid of what's going to happen.
Do you have any favorite album releases you're looking forward to in 2026 or any that maybe come out?
Ooh, for like other bands?
Yeah, well, of course, Hell Is Here and Hell Is Home is going to be...
Sure, that's one that I'm looking forward to. I'm not sure, man. I think a lot of the like revival bands that have been coming out are really cool. Like that band Reverent is really cool. I gotta say, she's probably like... What other bands, man? There's I gotta shout out. There's a band from my hometown that I work with. They're called Chain Gang. They're probably gonna put out another album. They're like a beatdown metal band. They're very heavy. I would probably say I also like a lot of like bands that are not from the States. Like I like a lot of the Japanese hardcore and Japanese metalcore bands. There's a band called DC, and I believe they just put out their album, but it's like Peeling Flesh. It's like slam with groove elements. It's really cool. Trying to think of some more, man.
I think Frozen Soul are...
Yeah, Frozen Soul is doing one as well. We know them. We toured with them as well. Probably... I'm not sure if they're putting a new album out, but probably Cruelty from Japan is Japanese death metal. They're sick.
Crystal Lake released something in January.
Crystal Lake as well. I know those guys as well. My friends in Prompts, they're a Japanese metalcore band as well. They're amazing. They, I believe, are putting out a record soon. Trying to think of more, man. Jeez, just trying to think of like friends. Trying to think. Sorry, I'm on the spot. There's a band from. Trying to think. Dang, I know Psycho Frame, didn't they just put out their record as well in 2026? No, end of 25. The Salvation Laughs in the Face of the Grieving Mother. That's their new record.
That's some title.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. They're super heavy too. I love Psycho Frame. The new Ingested is going to come out soon as well. I've heard some of those songs. Those are crazy. Dang, man, I'm trying to think of more. My friends in Mirrors, they're Japanese Tokyo deathcore. They're releasing a new EP as well. I love them. They're a super heavy band. Trying to think of more. Dang, man, I'm drawing a blank. There's so many. I'm sure Terror might be coming out with a new album or something. I know they just released a single.
Hate Breed, they did that new song Obey Everything last year. Or Destroy Everything.
Destroy Everything, yeah. They just, Terror just released a new song. So I think they might be coming out with a new record. Just basically everybody. I mean, I think Fit for an Autopsy is working on something. I'm not really too sure. Pretty much all of our friends, I think. The new Whitechapel was awesome as well. The Hymns of Dissonance, that was their record they just put out, I think. So, yeah, I think there's a lot that I'm excited for new bands. So,
awesome. There's
shouted out a few. So
there's some good choices there. I'll have to definitely play it back and check them out.
Yeah. All heavy. All very good.
Awesome. And we're on to our last question.
Okay.
Do you have any advice for anyone wanting to start a band in 2026?
Oh, geez. I mean, there's so many resources for you to be able to start a band now. Like, there's, recording is pretty easy to learn, I would think, and, like, learning how to do stuff like that. But my biggest advice would be to invest in yourself as much as you can so that you can get taken seriously if you want to do this seriously. If not, I mean, you can just still do it for fun, for sure. But I mean, more so like if you want to be taken seriously and grow in size, it would be to definitely practice and be good live and make sure that you're good live, because if you're bad live, people will know right off the bat, and that can be pretty detrimental to you. Invest in yourself and your band. Like, as far as merch goes, don't cheap out on it and make your merch look cool. Make people want it. And I would say your music as well, invest in your music and sounding good, because that's what's going to be there forever, and people will always be like, that's what they're going to remember, as if you sound like shit, which, I mean, if you want to sound like shit, that's totally fine, but, like, if you want to be taken seriously and, like, grow in size and do well. You want to invest in yourself. So that would probably be my best advice. And have fun, obviously. That's the biggest one.
It's really important to have fun, because if you don't enjoy it, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm doing it. Having fun. Still.
Yeah, scream on stage.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do, but it is fun. It's rewarding, yeah.
How do you keep your voice in check?
I think, well, I mean, obviously you practice before we leave for tour. We practice a couple days before we actually, like, play. So I would say, like, that kind of, like, keeps my voice kind of used to it before I'm screaming for 45 minutes a night. But I also think it comes with just, like, time and repetition of doing it for years and years. I think your body just kind of is used to it, and then you won't really be prone to blowing your voice out. Also, you have a microphone for a reason, and a lot of people forget that, so they go 200% and they blow their voice out, and you don't want to do that. You want to just remember that you have a microphone for a reason, and you don't have to scream your head off and blow your voice out. So that's pretty much what I do. I just try and keep that in mind, and keep my voice conditioned, and I drink a lot of water and fluids and stuff to keep my voice not from shredding itself.
Fair enough. Kyle, thank you so much for taking the time out your day to chat with me.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Of course, no worries. And Hell is Here, Hell is Home is out the 10th of April.
Yes. Check it out. It's super heavy.
Do you feel it? How far will I go? Follow that silver spoon. What you fucking joke? What the fuck is struggle? When all you know is comfort. I'm not talking to collapse. Time to taste real hurt. That's integrity. Pain means more to me. But with the pain between the teeth, bite down. Pain means more to me. You know what loss is. Remember, it's soft. When met with a challenge, you crumble, you lost. Follow that silver spoon. What you fucking joke? Do you feel it? The ground is real if it's ended down. Choking strikes from the underground.